Hello everyone, this is Brittany here with your art fill of the week, and today I will be painting the Pokemon card Venipede. And as always, I start out by painting over the surrounding parts with some white craft paint and getting just a base color down to work from. In the past video I did, I completely covered the current backgrounds, but this one I decided to do the challenge of making that spread out onto the rest of the card. And this one is also slightly different because the art style in the card is actually more of a drawing or artistically focused illustration style that isn't your usual style that you see on a lot of the Pokemon cards. So it was a unique challenge to take on this time to try and get more of a drawing illustration style with paint and have those small details figured out using paint. And here I start blocking out just having a path coming from the Venipede out towards you, and then adding in more foliage, more jungly looking plants. And I built up the layers of different greens on each of these plants, and also trying to create different looking plants while I did this. And I decided to block off that path with some foreground plants, adding those little spider plant type of leaves or fern or anything I could add to just create a bunch of foliage and leaves to fill out those areas along the path. And next I worked on that little rock that's next to him and trying to perspective wise fill that into the pathway. And I wasn't quite happy with that blaringly yellow path in front of Venipede, so I decided to go in with some more brown. As you can see, he had some brown on the original illustration underneath him, so I spread that color back out down into the path so that it looked a little bit more cohesive with the original illustration. And here is where I start adding in a little bit more definition to the leaves, adding darker green into the foreground. And then I decided that it wasn't quite illustration enough based on how the original artwork is. So I decided to try to go in with some gel pen over top the acrylic paint, and I almost needed a finer tip than what was on this gel pen, but it worked out a little bit. I still don't think it completely matches the original outlining, but it got it closer, and I do like the effect by the end ultimately throughout the whole card. I think this is just one card that it's not 100% cohesive from the original illustration artwork, but that is part of the challenge of this one because it was a different art style to what these cards usually are. So after the gel pen, I do go back in to try and make some of those lines a little less thick by adding in some more green, and have them not go too much over top of what I already had. And here is the final card. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and me doing this challenge. Please leave a like and also subscribe because I do Pokemon cards regularly on this channel every so often. Or if you like other art type videos, also please subscribe. Thank you for watching.